Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the 2003 film Freaky Friday. Now, as you know, Freaky Friday was a 2003 fantasy comedy film and was based on the 1972 novel of the same name. And keep in mind, there have been other film adaptations, the original one from 1976, the one from 1995, and there was the more recent 2018 one. Now, the premise of the film is meant to feature Anne and her mother Tess, who basically can't get along and basically have a different views on life, with Tess sort of dealing with her clients, basically trying to be more positive and orient going, where Anne is kind of the rebellious teen who finds it hard to relate to her mum's fiancé. And we see how both of them are each other's throats. We see that they can't get along well. So, of course, after something that happens to them, they find out that they've switched bodies. And, of course, what I like about how once they've switched bodies, you can kind of tell that Jeremy Lee Curtis tries to act like this rebellious, cool, badass mum, and you can kind of tell Lindsay Lohan tries to act like the voice of reason. And I think what makes the different personalities work, it's a moment to see how they both fit into a different role. We see how Tess kind of realizes that her daughter Anna doesn't have it easy, as she has a teacher who makes her life a living hell. She starts to kind of see why she feels miserable at school. And we kind of see how Anne realizes the hard way that her mum doesn't have it easy as she does. And I think the film has an important message about not making yourself look like you have it easy, but once you've seen what someone's been through, you kind of start to see that they don't have it as easy as everyone else does. And I would say the movie, once again, does come off as one of those sleazy teen rebellious movies. Again, I think the reason I like Holes is because Holes is basically a relatable movie. It's about messing up, but finding your true place. Well, Freaky Friday is basically finding out that someone doesn't have it as easy as you do, and that sometimes it's not always going to be the bigger picture. And of course, I would also say that, yeah, the family being oblivious is hilarious because it probably would have been easy if they told them, but I think that's what I think makes the movie work, because rather than making it easier, you can kind of tell they know no one's going to believe them. And I think that works brilliantly. And I would also say that Lindsay Lohan, I think, before ruining her career, really does a good job for Anna, because you can kind of tell Anna is miserable, and you can kind of tell that her potential stepdad Ryan does want to try and be part of the family, but kind of tries not to push them too far away, and I think this does work. And I think we've been there when we are introduced to new family members, and we don't want to push them away. We want to try and be there for them, and I think that brilliantly works. And of course, I would say the movie having a different method to how they swap bodies is a little cheesy, but I think they knew what they did. And I think it's interesting to see how Mark Wahlberg went from doing Freaky Friday till next year in 2004 doing the film Mean Girls, and basically having a different sort of setting where Lindsay Lohan plays a sort of different role. And I think this was before Lindsay Lohan really messed up her life, and you can kind of tell she showed so much potential before she lost control of her life. And I think my overview thoughts on Freaky Friday the 2003 one is that it's actually enjoyable. It has a message that not everyone's going to have it as easy as you think you do, and that sometimes it's important to find what's important to you. So I think the movie deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still right. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.